Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. This will be a general reading for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this will be a reading based off of the mind, body, and spiritual energy. So the reason why I decided to do this reading is because I started seeing a bit of repetitive energy when it came to my readings, and I feel like as a collective, as a whole, we are all going through a process of transformation, rebirthing process, and we're also going through a feeling of reflecting on a lot of things in our lives through past issues that we have experienced, and we're starting to see things in a different perspective because we are being enlightened with a lot of spiritual like a spiritual way of being, if that makes sense. So as I get into the reading, I just wanted to talk about a little bit about Cancer energy. So we recently went through the new moon in Cancer, and as a whole, as a collective, we're going to be dealing with Cancer energy for the duration of the year. And with the Cancer energy, it's a feminine energy, it's a loving energy, it's water energy, it's a nurturing mother type energy. So a lot of you could be feeling like you want to nurture yourself, a bit of like self-love energy, or you want to be able to nurture other people, or you want a certain type of person to nurture you. It could be vice versa. It could be any of those, but it's a nurturing energy that we're in right now. And with that energy, it's is teaching us to be able to reflect on a lot of past situations that we have been through, and to be able to nurture ourselves right now in this self-loving process. So this is the reason why I decided to do this reading, because a lot of people are seeking answers as to why, I'm feeling this way, or why am I, getting so much of spiritual downloads, or being more intrigued with spirituality as a whole. Overall. So let's get into it. So with the mental space, we have the stand your ground and the turning in. So with those two energies, I feel like you're going through a energy of looking at the shadow attributes of yourself. So when we think about the shadow side, we think about the light and dark, the yin and yang of who you are and what makes you you. So some people may see it as, I've, had so many negative traits in my life. Is this the reason why certain things happen the way that they happen? That could be true. Or you could have so many positive aspects where it's like, the light side of you, but not really seeing the dark side of you, that is like a lack of balance between the two. So it's good to have dark energy, and it's also good to have light energy. So you're now going within right now in the mental space where you're looking at the light and dark energies within yourself. So if we look at the term stand your ground, we're looking at it as you are now being grounded within yourself. So you're coming into full alignment of the light and dark sides of you. So no longer projecting who you are onto other people. You're now taking full responsibility for your actions. You're taking full responsibility for the way things have happened. You're now seeing it from the light and the dark side of how you react to certain things, if that makes sense. So, for example, like as I look at this card of turning in, you can see like different people speaking to her as she's in meditation. So for some of you, you could be going through this process of when you meditate, you start to kind of hear certain voices within. And it could be a bit of a conflict because it could be hard for you to calm the mind and to really see things for what it is for yourself and not listen to other people's advice and their opinions and being conflicted of how you should perceive or how you should go about things in life. So that's what I'm getting to. And for some of you, you probably need to go within and to shut out so much of the toxic thinking and the toxic people and the toxic, way of viewing things. You might need to kind of block out those negative thinking and really go within and see things on a positive level. That could be also happening too as well. So I know it's a lot of information. I know I'm saying so much, but I have to hit every point because, like I said, this is the general reading. So take what resonates, and it's other people that are going through multiple situations and not just one. So I have to hit everything. So as I go into the heart space, I have the solitude and the awareness card. So a lot of you are really in this hermit mode, if that makes sense. Like you're kind of like I said, going through reflection, gaining wisdom and, the things that you are now learning right now. Because a lot of you could be reading a lot of self-help books. I did pick up on that. A lot of people, y'all could be reading self-help books. Earth signs, you could be looking at a lot of YouTube videos. You could be looking at, tarot readers like myself. You could be gaining knowledge and getting the advice that you need on a spiritual level through those videos or through, whatever it is that you're reading. And you're gaining the awareness that you need through this process. So you're getting enlightened spiritually through this process. So, for example, you could be reading a book about psychic abilities. And as you're reading this book, you're starting to gain the knowledge like, oh my God, like I never, thought I could see it in this way. And I never knew I had these certain traits as well. So you're learning how to be able to enhance new things spiritually by reading the self-help books. So a lot of you are doing that right now in your process. As we go to the physical process, I have the Power card and the Master card. So the Master card in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, that is the Magician card for me. And when you think about the magician, you think about a person that is using every tool that they can to be a channel to source, to get the enlightenment that they need through source. So, like I said, a lot of you are in this process of seeking and finding, wanting to learn a lot of things spiritually, and is giving you the motivation, the power, to be able to master whatever it is that you're trying to manifest for yourself. So I definitely do see that. I'm just trying to see if I pick up on any other messages for you. Also, when you think about the Master card, which is the Magician card, you think about someone that is really, really determined and is really working hard in their wish fulfillments in life. So a lot of you could be going through a process of other people not supporting you. That could be going on too. I don't know why I picked that up, but a lot of people could be going through a bit of like struggle when it comes to support. A lot of people may not understand you right now and the reasons why you are going through this spiritual awakening process. And it could be a bit of a struggle for you. And that's why I seen the turning in card where I looked in the actual picture of it. When you see two different people kind of like whispering in her ear, telling her certain things. Like I said, a lot of you could be learning so much on a spiritual level where you're sharing this information with people that simply do not believe in what you believe in or value what you truly are passionate about right now. And they could be, for example, you could tell them like, oh my God, I decided I wanted to do this and I feel like it would be awesome to kind of put that out into the world. People are going to love it. And other people could be coming to you and saying like, well, I don't know if you should do that just yet because, you know, people are going to look at it, you know, look at you funny, or they're going to think that you're crazy for thinking this because other people don't think that way. But you see it as it will open other people's eyes in a different, and have people see it in a different perspective. And those people just may not respect it. So you have to be careful about those people, and you're kind of like using all the tools you have to bring this particular idea or project or whatever it is that you're passionate about. You're using everything you can to be able to bring that into fruition. So, you know, that you just got to be mindful of those people, and you really have to not just simply not go to them. Just simply don't ask for their opinions. Don't ask for their advice. You can't seek it from other people if they're not on the same level as you are. They don't think the way that you think. So you might have to just go within and just work on this particular project or whatever it is that you're trying to do just on your own, you know? So I'm hoping this message was helpful for you guys out there, and I'm wishing you the best on your journey. Namaste. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. This will be a general reading for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this will be a reading based off of the mind, body, and spiritual energy. So the reason why I decided to do this reading is because I started seeing a bit of repetitive energy when it came to my readings. And I feel like as a collective, as a whole, we are all going through a process of transformation, rebirthing process. And we're also going through a feeling of reflecting on a lot of things in our lives through, you know, past issues that we have experienced, and we're starting to see things in a different perspective because we are being enlightened with a lot of spiritual, like a spiritual way of being, if that makes sense. So as I get into the reading, I just wanted to talk about a little bit about Cancer energy. So we recently went through the new moon in Cancer, and as a whole, as a collective, we're going to be dealing with Cancer